brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching the truth and sincerity, man. Shalom Barakathum. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I just want to speak a few words on the matter of order and order and rank, man, and counsel, man. And the scriptures speak about this quite a bit, that we basically should be in the spirit of loving order. All right. And this came to mind as I was just meditating on all of the hoopla, the back and forth between camps, all of the disagreements, guys falling out, guys getting weak. You know, when you look at a lot of what's a recurring theme of why get shaken up out of the truth, why they fall out, why camps split, you know, and a lot of it boils down to they just don't like order, man. You know, it's okay to have a disagreement or split on your and go and do your own thing. But there's Salaki, but there's a why behind it. You know, why are you splitting? Why are you leaving? You see, and a lot of these are offenses that happen. All right, brother said something a few months ago, got under your skin. You kind of let it go, but the demon's still nibbling at the scab. You know, and before you know it, you got a whole lump of leaven you're carrying around. And these things have a way of exploding at inopportune times. All right. And before you know it, brothers are arguing, brothers are fighting, there's division, you know, and a lot of that is just, you know, as one of the elders said, it's just being a whole ass nigga, man. You know, a lot of it is just not wanting to take correction, all right, not wanting to let the emotional pain that you feel when you might want to get rebuked or told to do something. You're not allowing yourself to process that and then think logically about it afterwards, man. You know, when you go through the scriptures, you see many great men have disagreements. All right, you see men, all right, have counsels and things of that nature, especially when you read the New Testament. But ultimately, man, you know, the reoccurring thing you see is the Lord set up order. He set up hierarchies. All right, I believe that's in Timothy about what a bishop is and what a deacon is, and their various roles, man. And they have various roles in the body, and everybody has a functioning place, and every part of the body is important. And Jake forgets that, man. When you forget the value of your position, you start looking at other people's positions. You know, you start scoffing under your breath. You start wondering, well, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why does that brother get to tell me to do this? Maybe it's a younger brother and you're older than him, and you think you got more life experience, and he can't tell you nothing. Maybe that's the case. But what it boils back down to is you're in a whole ass nigga spirit, man. Half of the reason why a lot of these camps split, it was unnecessary. You just had to take the rebuke, take the low, repent, all right? Understand that we're a part of the same mission and get back to work, man. It's not that serious. It's not that deep, you know? And, you know, there's no point in getting too frustrated or bent out of shape about it, because ultimately it's of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but it needs to be a lesson to any younger brothers that might be watching, all right, that order and diversity is of the Most High, man. The Lord sets up rank and hierarchy, and He has a diversity of talents, you know, among those hierarchies. And this is pervasive throughout everything, man. Even animals automatically know, hey, when we're going to form this group, there needs to be some kind of rank and some kind of order, and somebody's position's got to be played to the best of their abilities, man. The scriptures say that in Proverbs, man, go to the end. You know, a creature that doesn't even have a brain, all right, it's just got a bunch of nerve cells connected to it, knows, all right. We got to follow order for the sake of the greater good of the colony, man. You know, greatest creation on the earth are doing the worst at it, man, you know? But it's all in due time, man, and I'm seeing other camps, you know, you like IUIC, ISUPK, they're all fighting over doctrines and things of that nature, because that same demon, you know, got cousins and brothers and nephews, all right? And these demons, they manifest themselves within camps, and they manifest themselves between camps. But it's the same rebellious spirit of, because we got in a disagreement of a doctrine, therefore I'm better than you. I can't just go do my own thing. I gotta scoff, I gotta talk shit, I gotta backbite. All right, when you leave Great Millstone, what do you get told, man? Just do the work. There's no hard feelings. All right. Now, could things get emotional in the council, and things might be said that, you know, could have been worded better? Probably, maybe. But ultimately, the decision that's made is a logical decision. All right. And the standing of the camp is that you continue, man. The scriptures say in Ezekiel 33, it says the Lord doesn't rejoice in putting evil on the wicked, but that the wicked turn from their way, man. And that's how we are. When you leave a camp and you get kicked out of a camp or suspended or whatever the case may be, it's not our wish for you to, you know, fall out and be cast into outer darkness. All right, you get put out because you became a liability at somewhere down the line, and you refuse, all right, to make the adjustments where you're no longer a liability. And that's really just it, man. How many people have just fallen out of camp, did their own thing because they just didn't want to do it? All right. Now, I will say that there is a such thing where two brothers that want to do the right thing, they all want to do the work, but they just butt heads, they disagree, they got a difference in management styles, and you do need to split and go do your own thing. That happened, that occurs. But the vast majority of this, man, is just niggas being emotional. All right? If you left the camp because you felt some type of way and you didn't evaluate it logically, all right? You didn't pray about this. You didn't look at the bigger picture, all right? You better pray that the Lord has mercy on you, man. And that's all I'm going to say. All right? Because the Lord set up camps for a reason, and he's going to break the camps up for a reason. All right? The camps can be a breeding ground for the elect to come through. All right? But it can also be a sifting agent for wicked-ass niggas that join the truth, whether they thought this was a fad, they thought this was what was trendy, whether they wanted to get hoes, all right? Or they just needed something to do. Or maybe they're just angry, you know? They're just in an overwhelming rage. And although we have a lot of room to be angry, you can't be in the spirit of rage and wrath, man. All right? That's how the Lord is coming back. And if we engage in that behavior too early, all right, and we get caught with spots on us and not spotless when the Lord shows up, then we're going to incur the Lord's wrath, man. It's all about ruling your spirit and being an adult, man. Grow the fuck up. Rule your spirit and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing when all hell breaks loose, man. All right? It's a damn shame all of these younger brothers got to watch grown, older men scoffing and backbiting like women, man. All right? And if you're not right, the Lord's going to kill you. All right? I know that's already been said. I didn't need to say it again, but I felt like saying it again because it bears repeating. All right? Because the Lord tells us to watch, to warn, all right? When the penalty is death, and I owe it to you to give all the effort that I have to shaking your ass and waking you up, regardless of how harsh it sounds. All right? Get over the people's choice of words. All right? Get over their tone. All right? Get over how they told you to do something and look past all of that. All right? And understand what's being said to you. All right? See the bigger picture, man. You know? And it's eye-opening for me because these are things that I know. You know, you kind of attain certain things in the world, in the business world, in a sense, and you kind of know in the truth. But it's like the Lord can reveal something that you knew already, but you somehow get more out of it, and that's how the Spirit works. Spirit is like it's likened unto a spring of water, man. You can read the same precepts and get a new understanding on it. All right, and as I'm thinking on this, I'm like, the Lord is clearly showing a separation between men of the Lord, and niggas, man. All right, where it's evident for me, it may not be as evident for another brother, but that's why brothers watch. You know, we warn, we put out videos, we go out in the highways and byways, all right, and we do what we're supposed to do, man. Because even the men that are doing what they're supposed to do, Paul said we're prisoners of hope, and we have to hope that the Lord is going to have mercy on us, that our sacrifice is accepted. You know, we really don't have time for a lot of this shit, man. You got Israelites fighting over corners. Look, if you niggas are still splitting hairs over this trivial bullshit when the Lord comes back and all else is breaking loose, you're going to get caught up in that, man. And rightfully so. All right? And we're going to rejoice and we're going to laugh. Why? Because that's going to be clear that you were against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua the whole time. All right? You didn't take heed. You didn't take warning. You scoffed at us. You slandered us about all kind of, you know, bullshit. You know? And so that's just going to have to be what it's going to have to be, man. You know? So, you know, I don't have too much more to say on the matter. I'll end it there, I guess. But, you know, be in the spirit of praying and fasting, man. Be in the spirit of being an adult, man. Growing the fuck up. All right? Learn how to take the load. Learn how to be humble. Learn how to take yourself back, even though you might feel some type of way, and see 2-3 steps ahead, man. All right? Remember, we're in the grace period, but when that grace period gets pulled back, all this childish bullshit that the Lord is kind of winking at and looking the other way at right now, He's not going to anymore, man. I'm telling you. Mumbling something, there's going to come a day where something as simple as mumbling something under your breath against a man of the Lord is going to get you fucked up and immediately. All right? Y'all have no idea how much judgment the Lord is reserved and holding back right now in this grace period, man. All right? So I'll end it there, man. A little bonus to edifying call for Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Achad Ladash, Wa Abba Ball, Shalom.